Hi, I'm cute.
I'm crazy.
And this is part 2 of the secret game questions.
Yep.
So we're doing 10 each again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, I'm going to be answering first.
Yep. Okay. One of my deepest, darkest secrets is that I can't blank unless...
One of my deepest, darkest secrets is that I can't sleep without something in my arms. One of the funniest stories my mother tells me about me is...
One of the funniest stories my mother tells about me is the time that we were at Disneyland and I was practicing for an audition for the school play in the middle of the line for Space Mountain. And one of the workers came up to me and told me that when I turn 18, I should come and audition to be a character.
True?
Yes.
Cool.
I've made some social blunders that Miss Manners would shudder at. One of my worst lapses in etiquette was...
I was at a restaurant, and it was me and my friend when we were younger, and then her brother, her parents, and then it was just me and my parents. And I had hot soup in front of me, and I didn't know it was there until I placed an arm down, and the hot soup landed on my arm, burning me.
Ouch.
One of the few things I ever won was...
One of the few things I ever won was... second place at every single damn competition for show choir because our team never won first place and it pissed me off.
True! That was my year!
That was every year. We never won first place. And now show choir died.
Okay.
Some people live and learn. Not me. More than once
People live and learn, but not me. More than once, I have lied to my parents about my homework.
Same. True.
Yeah. One of the strangest dreams I ever had was...
One of the strangest dreams I ever had was I was married to Niall Horan. Yes, Mandy, everything has to do with One Direction. Okay, I was married to Niall Horan, and this weird thing happened, and all of a sudden we were both vampires. And we killed everybody.
True?
No.
Oh.
I was married to Niall Horan in a dream once.
Not surprised.
But the vampires and killing everybody part was sadly false.
Alright.
One of the funniest nicknames I ever made up for a teacher or boss was...
One of the funniest nicknames I ever made up for a teacher or boss was Miss Popsicle Fairy. I don't know.
False.
I never have made up a name. One song that always means a lot to me is...
One song that always means a lot to me is... YFM. Our song.
Leaving it at
that.
Shout out to all my Martians out there who still listen to him, even though he's not making any more videos.
When I was a kid, my most creative way of avoiding the food I hated was...
When I was a kid, the most creative way that I avoided eating the food I wanted was eating everything else, asking to be excused, and only taking one bite of the food. It worked. Not many people know this, but when I take a bath or shower,
Not many people know this, but when I take a bath or shower, I sit on the floor of the shower and forget where I am for like a good 20 minutes.
True?
Yes.
Is that why you take so long in the shower?
Yes. One of the meanest things I ever did was...
One of the meanest things I've ever done was insulted one of my boyfriend in front of their family. Talking about memory lapses, I'll never forget the time I forgot.
I'll never forget the time I forgot the thing I forgot on the day I forgot about it.
Good answer!
The most outrageous flirting I ever did was...
The most outrageous flirting I've ever done was I was at a Sweet 16 masquerade party, and I had just met the guy, but I really liked him, and I got his number, and we were texting, and he was saying how he knew that our mutual friend liked him, but he liked me, so we purposely decided to flirt in front of her.
Ouch.
I made my worst first impression.
I made my worst first impression. Okay, this is back when I had my Disneyland pass.
Okay.
My boyfriend's family wanted to go to Disneyland. They wanted me to come with them. We made it halfway there, and I realized I left my pass at home.
Oh,
And I was meeting his dad for the first time.
Oh my god.
They had to drive all the way back to get my pass.
That sucks.
You won't believe this, but in a school play, I was...
You won't believe this, but in a school play, I was Annie. One time, I was so scared that I
literally shit my pants.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh.
I must have broken a speed record the time I
must have broken the speed record the first time I ran my first red light.
True.
I was coming home from school. My most unforgettable anniversary was...
My most unforgettable anniversary was... that's a hard question. Me and my boyfriend don't really celebrate anniversaries. It's kind of sad.
Is there any anniversary you've celebrated?
None of us have money. I celebrate the anniversary of Jesus' birth.
Your best... Okay, sure. Next question.
I wouldn't do this at home, but when I was on vacation...
I wouldn't do this at home, but when I was on vacation, I got a henna.
That's false. You would do that at home.
Yeah. I was once mistaken for
this one.
It's true.
From behind, her cousin thought I was her.
We were in Riverside, and we were at this little ice skating rink, and I had my hood up, she had her hood up. We're about the same height. So my cousin taps her and says, "Mandy?" Well, no, that's me. And he got really freaked out. All right.
When I was a kid, one of my favorite games was...
When I was a kid, one of my favorite games was Family. One thing about my past that I never told my mate is...
One thing about my past that I've never told my mate is that I have issues with people bullying others because when I was little, I was bullied.
True.
Well, I told him, so it's false, but...
Okay.
I told him one time when I was angry at him for saying something he shouldn't have about... Well, because my mom was saying something bad about me, and I got really defensive, and then he was like, "You shouldn't be all so defensive, it shouldn't bug you this much," and then I told him that I was bullied as a kid, and that's why blah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
I wish I had been a fly on the wall the time that...
I wish I had been a fly on the wall the time that I caught my boyfriend cheating on me.
When did a boyfriend cheat on you?
Sophomore year.
Oh.
Even though it was the fashion rage, I refused to wear.
Even though it was the fashion rage, I refused to wear overalls.
True?
Yes.
I
I will never wear overalls. When I was a kid, I had a huge collection of...
When I was a kid, I had a huge collection of Barbies.
Same.
I had 30 Barbies and 1 Ken doll.
I had like 40 Barbies and 2 Ken dolls.
Wow. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. That's the last of this video for now. When she's over again, we'll definitely do this again.
Yes.
pretty fun. This will be a reoccurring thing for
We
us.
still got,
There's a lot to go.
yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.